Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Legend of Bumbo. Told you we were getting pretty close to the end of my Bumbo experience. And I still believe that, at least for the time being. I do have 2 achievements left to get. One of them is... I have 36 of 38. One of them is make... they're both ults, for the record. One of them is make 7 hearts. The other one is make 7 curses. I think it's fairly easy to see how I have not gotten either of those. The thing is, 7 hearts is tough, yeah. 3 damage, okay. 7 curses. I don't think it's that hard, but we would have to finesse, like maybe fight an enemy that creates curses and let him go for a little while. Hold on, we have 1 move left. I don't think it's worth making poop unless it also allows us to get 1 move away from something else, which it doesn't. So, instead, I honestly think I would rather get 1 away from Tooth. These guys do not frighten me. And then, you take a very somber and sober look, and you say, where are we going here? We do have a 1-turn green. Doesn't set up anything incredible for us. So I think we're better off with the reroll of the puzzle board. I don't love it. We do get 2 moves for 1 move next time, and this guy will be primed for attack, but, I mean, this is pretty, it's pretty standard stuff. In this situation, I'm like, hold on. I think you can get down with a poop here. But keep in mind, we've only got 1 useful spell right now, so I'm not feeling too bad about things for the time being. I don't think this is necessarily emblematic of me making mistakes as a player. We're just fishing at this point. We're going on an expedition. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But here's it's the most fun part of a game like this. Is when the combos start to go nutso, right? So I'm not an achievement hunter, but a chance to get 100 is worth it. If we could find a way to maybe get... Okay. If we could find a way to maybe get 7 hearts matched up. The thing is, I think... I'm gonna stop short a little bit here, because it's just gonna sound like complaining. But, the fact that when you, like, choose a tile to add more of, it doesn't work on hearts. Why? I just, I don't get it. I guess that's my problem. We're gonna do probably the lamest, least fan-friendly move that you can do in Bumbo, and that's a 2-move bone setup. We're early enough that I hope it doesn't matter, but to be honest, may well get hit here. Think surely I think you start here. Looks okay. Then how's that? Not great. How's that? Still not great, but 1 away from a poop maybe is functional. An ult, or sorry, a crit would be amazing there. I mean, we're about to get hit like crazy. No combo. Shouldn't have focused the middleman. Should have realized these are ranged artillery. Now we at least have an incentive to try to get to try to get 7 hearts. I mean, that was more than we got hit on the last run into perpetuity. So, I mean, I'm not super concerned about it because I tend to get a good grasp on things as time goes on here. But it's not necessarily a big positive for us, that's for sure. See, that's exciting. Now that we've created some wild cards, I'm like, there's still not even close to enough hearts. That should be obvious. That made 2 bone? No, it made a... No, it did make... no, it made a bone that did 2. I see. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Although, to be honest, probably the most sensible thing to do is to worry about it. Like, though it may sound absurd, just keep... That's very nice. Just keep making things that are not hearts or wilds. Put as many hearts and wilds onto the board as is possible, and just fish for that 7... That 7 heart? We obviously don't have enough right now. We can kill this guy. I want that to be well known and noted in advance here. The things I do to get 100% achievement. It's hard being such an achievement hunter. It's always the way I've defined myself and the way I've seen myself. As a man who hunts digital achievements. Man who knows his priorities in life. Ah, screw it. Life's short. Okay. I don't know. If we get like a Wombo combo that makes it possible, I'm not going to sit here and theory craft some meaningless to-do list thing for the next, 20 minutes. I got more important things to do, to be frank with you. I value my own time. I'm not saying it's a bad achievement. I think that having some achievements that require some finesse like that is kind of a fun idea. However, does that mean I'll sit here and do it? Oh my god, no. Are you insane? So, this does get us one closer. That doesn't get us one closer, for the record. I think I mean, with one move left, we should try to do something, but where does this leave it? Can we get a... No, we can't quite get the bone and the tooth to match, so let's just get the tooth set up. You do not scare me. I'm unperturbed. That being said, it's the wrong enemy. I'm a fool. You're kidding me. We can't make a bone either? Gotta re-roll the board and look for a bone. Dude, we might die due to my own foolishness. I'm a little stunned. And clearly also a little stunted. We're alive right now. But it's kind of an embarrassing start. Let's put it that way. Okay. Don't Bumbo smash. This is a non-Bumbo smash situation. I feel like I'm seeing the board pretty poorly right now. We can save our mana, like you save your money when you join ING Direct. That's a little bit of a lot of people won't understand that reference in 2019, and that's fair. It's an old bank. I believe they're called Tangerine now, in Canada at least. We've lived. I will not be hit. I trust myself to beat many bosses without taking a single hit. Then all we gotta do is stat roll HP, and none of this ever happened. No. Gain mana plus curses does give us a chance to get that. I mean, 7 curses will kill you, so you're basically asking me to deliberately end my own life for a meme. But look, I'm an entertainer. Like that song by Scott Joplin, The Entertainer. It's about people like me. People that walk around going, a doody 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 doody, a doody 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 doo, and then they go, a stooby dooby boop boo, a doobity boop, bedoo boop boop. Something along those lines, if I remember correct. It's something like that. You only take 1 damage, is that correct? Until you get hit once for real? Yes, so this was, in my estimation, a sensible approach. That was a great hit. Excuse me, oh no, that's just the end of my turn. Okay, so it just ended the turn. I thought he got hit so many times, he was like, I'm gonna get you. We do have puzzle damage. And because we're low on HP, we have even more puzzle damage, right? That's how Bumbo the Bumbo works. So I'll take it. Told you, this is not a frightening enemy. I think that is probably our best option. You know what? I appreciate this situation. I know, you're like, what are you doing? I think it had to be done. I think it had to be done. Then we get 2 of these. We can't do the stat wheel. Here's the thing. If we get super lucky, we can get a stat wheel out of this. Wilds give more mana. Exciting. Okay, not exciting. 1.5 HP. Spell costs less. Because right now it costs 4. If it costs 3, I think we'd be much better off with it hurts more. And then maybe we'll buy a heart. We didn't have to buy a heart. Like, it would be nice to get the stats, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. So we're still in a... Bone is the principal, is the driving factor for us. It's hard to imagine how we get 5 damage out of this in a realistic time frame. I do like this. Really wanted it to drop a yellow in the top row, but it is what it is. Keep in mind our crit chance is also higher. Dude, the board is so bone rich. If we're gonna reroll, we don't want to do it yet. But yet we're still not in a great spot. Because it'll cost us 2 moves to make this many bone. It's not really enough to be, like, why does this... It should hit the one on top, but it didn't. And now I'm very regretful. That would have been a really nice time for a crit, but that didn't work, did it? We have to ice an enemy. But we handled this badly, which is kind of... It's kind of a recurring element on this run so far, is that your boy has lost a little bit of focus. So let's work on that. I mean, we got hit twice. Oh, now you crit. I think that was a well-warranted reroll. In my opinion, I didn't like many of the moves that were going on here. I still don't, but... Okay, just end the turn. We gotta get something going. We got a serious lack of momentum right now. Well, don't do 4 if you could do 5. That's just common sense. Okay, starting to put the pieces back together. This will put you 1 away from a bone, but you're gonna have to... You're gonna have to will a bone into existence to make it tick. One of the things that's hard to get out of the habit of is, like, doing things just because you're like, oh, that's an impressive combo. Is it an impressive combo if it does, you know, oh, it looked nice, but we generated no actual, you know, damage whatsoever? I don't think so. To be honest, if I could go back in time, I feel like, I would not, because that's dangerous. That's a scary situation. But you never know what you know, they might treat you as a god, but they might think you're some kind of, you know, a being to be feared instead of beloved, which I cannot handle. We really need poo more than all else. But what I was gonna say is, I would not buy the HP. I think buying the HP, we bought it just to lose it, is my 2 cents. By which I mean, there was no real benefit to buying it, because the real benefit is in having the low, we should have just flipped there, but was in having low HP to begin with so that we could do more damage. Yeah, especially if we're not going to roll the stat wheel, which we didn't. Hit the furthest enemy plus splash. I can live with that. I don't think it's particularly strong, but it's livable. I told you they changed something here, so you never see a 1-turn good move. It's only 1-turn garbage. Okay, but bone is always you can hang your hat on bone. Send one of these straight down. You'll love to see it. Okay, you have to be handled. A 1-turn tooth. We do 2 damage, so this should kill you. Or 0 damage, as I like to say. We're gonna reroll because we want more bones. More bones into the ecosystem. You don't need a poop. To deal with this guy, you don't need a poop. It's not necessary. Didn't create any bones. Did flip a row. Personally, I don't really want to use a booger. I think it slows the whole fight down. We could set up a tooth for next turn. Yeah, it'll put it here right now, so it's not necessary. And this guy is like, you know, is comical. You hope to crit him. That's fine. So we wanted the mana. Then reroll the whole puzzle board. Keeps the curses. Wish I had known that mere moments ago. Kind of think this board is bad, but that and this puts us 1 turn away from a bone, which is enough to get you in and of itself. Okay, we're hanging tough, but it is not the easy run that I might have expected heading into this. So again, bone of the utmost importance. Mostly / entirely for mana. Look, I'm not expecting a crit every time, but it is hard to get out of the mindset that, like, when we don't get one, I've been ripped off. And someone's gonna pay. I don't have money. What I do have is a very particular set of skills. Skills that occasionally allow me to win in this video game. Okay, you just stay out of this for a bit. Seems like a bad time. Well, what mana do we want? At the cost of putting curses on the board. None. None mana. This is what you want. So I don't even think we should Bumbo smash you. We can wait on the Bumbo smash. Because is there any way we could flip some tiles? Like, oh, but we don't have any mana to do that. We could do this. Flip a subset of tiles. Okay, I'll respect and appreciate that. I'll care for it as if it's my own child, and etc., etc. Nothing weird about it. If we can just crit the boss, all of our belly aching is going to seem very silly. If we have to fight the boss, you know, without the use of resin, might be a little touchier. I'll take it. I mean, we have our boss fight coming up. I am worried that, well, I don't know. These bosses usually don't get me down too much. It's hard to argue with that, but I do kind of like the potato masher as well. It's a little expensive for board manipulation, for what it does. Just, like, straight up. It's a hard turn for me to say no to. We got a bone. You've created an enemy. Big whoop. You've created an enemy. This time, I'll probably send this one straight down. Then all we need is a crit. Did not crit. Life goes on. Just want to keep some teeth lined up if possible. Not really. Flip a row of tiles. Always hard because you're trying to make verticals in that case, but I think we do have a play. So we'll gum you up. We just need to get back to the center here. everything should be okay. That's not how that works, huh? We should respect the greens. That's what I was just gonna say, because we can actually get to a Bumbo smash. We're living. Okay, this time, roll the stat wheel. But you don't want HP. If anything, you'd like static puzzle damage. Or a move, or even like luck for extra crit. Yeah, let's not take 2 puzzle pieces, even though coins might not be that useful. Every run where things... Sure. I'm not even mad. Every run where things get a little tricky, it makes our Bumbo brain expand a little bit. It's worth something. I don't like any of those options, so... More gray tiles? It would be functional. I could live with it. You know what? Dude, we're gonna max out on trinkets. Okay, so... I mean, I would say this is the floor where things get a little spiced, because we're dealing with, enemies that only take damage from spells, or enemies that only take damage from puzzles immediately. So, only taking damage from puzzle is not necessarily that bad. And I liked the start here. You really can't complain about that. So I don't even know, I think you might be mana drain. You might be nothing, I don't know. Maybe you make the other enemy stronger if I keep you alive, so it's good that you're not any longer. Really got to get down the center here, so if we could do 3 puzzle damage to you, that would be nice. No extra moves is hurting me a little bit. There's no question about it. There is a booger in position 4. Wow, okay, honestly, I didn't even see the obvious play, but that's nice. Now, hold on. The mana is not necessarily worth enough for us in this new situation. Though I understand it sounds bizarre. Need this position 3 reroll. No, I think this is a board reroll, honestly. And we'll be happy to take that. Hits the furthest enemy plus splash. Does 6 damage. I knew they were gonna resist it, but like that's still pretty amazing. Comes to bone or teeth, I think you want bone right now because we're not doing anything with our. Did I say bone? I think we need teeth because well, which is what we did. But we don't need our bone mana for anything. Teeth mana at least does something for us. You can get 1 away from a booger, but I think you'd rather reroll and fish, which is mercifully what happened. They gave us a free move. You might as well, in this case, take the bone. That's one you don't want to see crit, because it makes you feel bad about yourself, but that's okay. Again, why not at least take a stab at it? You don't really have anything to gain mana-wise, so I think this is where you pass. That was a, in my opinion, estimation, so on and so forth. That was intentional, believe it or not. That was a pretty solid performance there from us. I was pleased. Can't roll anything into the number 5 spot, unfortunately, because it's the exact center of the board. I think we'd like to reroll the puzzle board for more bone access. And, yeah, that's why you should always think before you act, because that is not really very good, but the reroll was incredible. It made like 5 combos for us, or 5 lines, which is, you could be relatively stoked about that. Probably most of the time, you would look at it and go, you know what? The fishing expedition on that? Wow, this is insane. The fishing expedition is not what I would like to do, but in this case, definitely worked out. It'll be fun. Gaining green mana was it? I think it was green. Anyway, it's not bad. Or no, it was gain all mana, but gain curses as well. It wasn't bad, but I don't think it's necessarily what we wanted. I think it's the first one to go when given the option. Hold on, I just want to look at this. No, it's kind of cursed. I mean, there's a lot of tooth to play with here, which I think is helpful, but I was looking to see how we would get the ult, and I didn't see it because of the orientation of the pieces, to be honest. So I think you always go for the kill, given the choice. And then these guys, you want to hit them with puzzle damage, ideally. This time I will do this. So the puzzle damage is mostly just to knock them out of their current states. Honestly, I can get down with this just specifically because... And I think I'm okay. It's a pretty solid combo. Or a pretty solid shield, I should say, to get that out there. And these guys are not attacking. And we have not an easy ult setup, but not necessarily a difficult one. But just honestly can't bring myself to be like that interested in, you know, trying to set that up, even though it would help us out a little. At least not yet, anyway. When instead, you know, we could just wait for that to come around. Now we got 4 moves. Now I think you re-roll the board, because we really want... Well, I mean, that's pretty good. But we want even more than that. Like green, pick a column to destroy. Interesting. Okay. Who's the loser now, Mom? My mom never called me a loser. To my face. Tooth. Still gonna send it right here. It would be nice to get a bone setup. We're not gonna get a bone setup. Honestly, though, why not just take 2 moves? We're making a bone. We made a bone. You should really have gummed up, taken out his shield. Oh, this'll kill him for sure. It's big mana cost, I'll admit. I guess we should have hit you. I didn't know that's how it worked, to be honest. I think you should still re-roll the board. How does this happen? Totally on purpose. Definitely was not an accident. Oh, so that doesn't count? Okay, you know what? We've learned a valuable lesson today. Don't trust the game. It lies. But we are actually cruising. After a first floor that could be reasonably described as somewhat disastrous, everything's going hunky-dory right now. And even an enemy that is predominantly, exclusively puzzle-focused means nothing to me. It's easy. It's simple. I would like to re-roll the board, but I don't... We can get 4, but it's annoying. Much like I'm sure my complaining is. But I was just gonna say our crit chance is pretty high. That's, it's fortuitous, that's lucky, I'll take it though. These guys, they could hit me on this turn, so you definitely want to be a little careful. Offhand, I don't see anything, so I did fish. How about you don't hit me? Well, the joke's really on them, because I'm going to be doing so much damage. Like, their heads are going to explode. I do want to say, recently when I said, look at us, we're cruising, I'm realizing the cruise might be coming to an end. I'm hopeful. We've gotten ourselves out of tough jams before. That's even 2 bones, so these should do 3 each, too. We've gotten ourselves out of jams before, but this is... It's precarious, like a Blues Traveler song. We really need to make puzzle damage. He's not... He's attacking! No! Use your noggin. Use that noggin. There's no poop in that lane, huh? Okay. So we need to get something from position 4 to flip. Can't be done. Or 2 things in position 3 down here. Can't be done. Or 2 things in position the end. Can't be done. So this is a reroll for sure, I think. I don't think we can make anything. That's lucky, but it doesn't really do anything for us because we still gotta... Maybe the metronome can help, but before we go to the metronome... I think he got a metronome. It did make some spells ready. I think it gave us some mana. Not really that good. So this is very much a Hail Mary. Where we're fishing for the chance here, to be honest. Pick a column to reroll. Bone working would be worth a lot, but it didn't work. So I'm pretty confident we're super dead, but nobody can say we didn't look for it. I really... maybe we should have done this one. Not that it would have... but then this one was not pooped before, so... Maybe we could have... No, but that one was not pooped before, so... You know what? I got cocky, and I deserve that. I deserve that for thinking I'm better than the game. For now, thanks for watching. I apologize. We're definitely not going to leave on a loss. You know, we'll be playing a little bit more Bumbo, at least to leave on a win. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. It's a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. See ya! I gotta find the button to stop recording. There you go. See ya.